Hey everybody, so we're going to be talking about how to solve a system using matrices. So a matrix is going to look something like this. That's on number 9. All right, now in order for us to do this, these are the steps that we're going to work with. So I want you to highlight, put a box around these, and we're going to be using our TI-84 calculators. All right, you have to make sure that both equations are in standard-ish form. So let me go ahead. If you want to write ish on there, like standard-ish form, you can. Pretty much what that means is if the A value is negative on this, it's okay. Your calculator will still be able to figure it out. Next, you're going to have to click the second button and then the X inverse. That's what that means when it's in negative first power. This activates your matrix button. All right. Then you're going to press the right button so that your math area is highlighted. You're going to go all the way down, or you can go up, and I'll show you all of this. And you're going to highlight, you're going to select this one by hitting enter. Next, you're going to press alpha, then zoom, and you'll get this screen right here. So I want you to make sure that you have the following numbers highlighted. You have 2 rows because you have 2 equations, and you have 3 columns because you have A, B, and C. Then you're going to hit OK right here. Make sure you enter the coefficients and the total. That means you do the A, the B, and the C. No variables. Do not use any letters in this. And then you're going to press the enter button. And it's going to give you something like this, 1001. And your solution right here is going to be in that last column as long as you've got 1001 here, this one. So your solution is still going to be a coordinate pair. I'm going to keep these directions up while we work on our examples. Here is the first system that we're going to work through. So we've got x plus y equals 13, and I'm going to pull up my calculator so we can work on it. So we've got x plus y is equal to 13. You want to set this up as a matrix first. Since both of these are in standard form, you can do that. If you need help and you need to remember that the coefficient of x and y here is a 1, you can write that in. Now your matrix, and this is how you're going to show work for me, it's going to look something like this. You've got 2 rows and 3 columns. So in that first row, you're going to get 1, 1, 13. In that second row, it's 2, negative 3, 1. It's just the numbers, your coefficients and your constants. So now let's go ahead and go through our steps. We're going to select second, X inverse, and then I'm going to click the right arrow right here so I can see math. And you can go all the way down and you get RREF, and then hit enter. Then you're going to click alpha, zoom. This brings up your matrix menu. You only have to do this once. As long as you don't clear out your calculator, you do not have to reset it. So I want 2 rows and 3 columns. So I'm going to click enter here, go down and click OK. Next, I'm going to type in these numbers. So I've got 1, hit the right arrow, 1, 13, and then to keep going, you just have to click the right arrow again, and it'll take you to the next row. 2, and then this is going to be a negative 3 because it's on its own. No minus signs inside this matrix. And then you're going to click 1. Now that you've got your entire matrix filled out, all you have to do is click enter, and it gives you another matrix. And look, you've got that 1, 0, 0, 1. Just like we have in our notes. So this part right here is our actual coordinate pair. Our answer is going to be 8, 5. Right here. All right, so let's try another one. For this one, we've got x plus y equals 2 and x minus y equals 6. They're both in standard form, so that's great. If you need to write the coefficients that they're ones and negative ones, you can drop those in. And remember, your matrix is going to be for 2 equations, so 2 rows, and then 3 columns because you've got an A, B, and C. So what we're going to do is set up our equation. I'm sorry, our matrix. We're going to do second, x inverse, and then you click over to the math, and you can go all the way down like we did last time, or you can take the easy method like I do. Click up, and hey, look, it takes you to the bottom, and you can just go to B. It's a whole lot faster. Then you have to hit enter. Then you're going to click alpha, zoom, and notice how I set it up last time. It's already set up that way for me. You only have to set it up once as long as you don't clear the RAM or the memory of your calculator. Click enter and drop those numbers in. In this case, we're going to have 1, 1, 2, and then 1, negative 1, 6. So 1, hit the right arrow, 1, 2, hit the right arrow, 1, negative 1, because remember, we can't have any minus signs in here. You're going to click enter. And it gets you the answer of 4, negative 2. And yes, it's really that easy. You can use this instead of substitution or elimination. Speaking of, we've got another one. So I want you to go ahead and pause the video and set up your matrix, and then come back and check yours with mine. All right, so now that you're back, remember that you're going to set it up as a 2 by 3, 2 rows, 3 columns. And in that spot, you're going to get, oh my goodness, 9, 2, negative 5, 3, negative 1, negative 10. All right. So we're going to go ahead and set it up. We're going to do second, x inverse, go up to B, hit enter, alpha, zoom, okay. Then you're going to do 9, 2, negative 5, right arrow, 3, negative 1, negative 10. And you hit enter. Now when you hit enter, check this one out. It's just going on forever and ever and ever. That's because you've got a repeating decimal there. The thing with matrices is it doesn't give you any fractions, just decimals. So if they ever present you with an answer choice that's a fraction and you've used matrices to solve it, or matrix, then that means you're going to have to plug that fraction in and see if it gets you the decimal that's close to this. So it's negative 1.6 repeating, and I went ahead and rounded it to the nearest hundredth. Negative 1.67, comma 5. If you were to go ahead and write this as a fraction, you would end up getting 5/3. All right, we are going to go ahead and do our next one. And oh, both of these are not in standard form. So you're going to have to set up number 4. And the way that I'm going to do it is I'm moving the 4x over from both sides. And sorry, it looks like a y here. And then I got negative 4x plus y equals that negative 11. All right, so now I can work with this system because they're both in standard form. So I'm going to plug it in to my matrix here. And I get 2, negative 5, 19, negative 4, 1, and negative 11 is what that should say. There we go, negative 11. So let's do it. We're going to do second, x inverse, right, b, alpha, zoom. It's already set up as a 2 by 3. Let's type in our numbers. We're going to get 2, negative 5, 1. Oh, sorry, that should be a 19. I don't know what's going on with me today, y'all. There we go. Then a negative 4, 1, and negative 11. Oops. And you'll notice I put that minus sign in, and that's why it gave me that syntax error right here. That means I put in that minus instead of a negative, and so I need to click number 2, which is go to, and I can type over it with the negative and then click enter, and it'll give me my answer of 2, negative 3.